Hello and welcome to another Nomad Knitter podcast. I'm so happy you're here with me. My name is Malene. I'm 27 years old and I live in Denmark currently. I moved here recently from Germany where I have lived the past 12 years and prior to that in Denmark. So I'm kind of from both countries. This channel I mostly post about knitting, of course, because knitting is my big passion. I'm also gonna post about winter swimming, bathing, plunge, whatever you call it, and lifestyle, whatever is interesting for me at the time and whatever I feel like doing videos about. But the main thing is knitting, of course, because Nomad Knitter, that is what this YouTube channel is about. Let's get right into it. And let me start with what I'm wearing. It's not so visual right now, maybe. I'll try. It's the Camisole number 2 by my favorite Things Knitwear. I practice saying her name, and it has a really nice back too. So it's a crop top. Let me just get it. Oh yeah, and I am wearing these socks, Sunday socks by Petite Knit, on both feet, and I wear normal socks underneath. It's really warm. Yeah, and the socks by Petite Knit, my favorite sock pattern so far, even though there's also so many free patterns, but hers are just so simple and easy, and I really enjoy making them. And they are on a needle size 4, so it goes pretty quick. Did I say enough about this? Oh yeah. Yeah, the sock yarn is a sock yarn from Hobby Yarn. And this top, I wrote it down because I forgot it. German brand called Lana Garn. And it's like a merino and cotton 50-50 kind of mix. Yeah, I really like it. I'm gonna make that one in another yarn, because this yarn, I remember when I knitted with it, it broke really easily. I could really break it so quick, but it feels like it's going to hold. Like the top seems really sturdy. It's not a problem, but I'm gonna knit it in more colors and in better yarn so that I have it for a long time and have more of them. I just love these tops. I don't know if I showed you already, but I also have the, yeah, I wore it in another podcast, in the podcast number 1, I think. That's the Camisole number 4 that I'm wearing in that one, and that's also one of the most pretty tops I've seen, so I'm gonna make that again too. I've got myself something warm to drink, and this cup is by a friend and German, what is it called when you do a woman doing ceramics. Leah is her name, and her brand is called Förderofen. I will link it down below to her website. I don't know if you can order from around the world, but I guess. But she's amazing and she does beautiful pottery. This is one of a special thing. I think she only did one of these. Okay. Let me get right into it, because I have to take a train to Germany today. I'm going home to my hometown. I have more hometowns than one, but that's the most recently one, and where I lived a big part of my life. So I'm going today with the train, so I have to stay. I can't take too long. So for Christmas I finished one children or junior balaclava, the Pacman balaclava by Witre design. I'm gonna insert a photo or video or whatever. Excuse me. Because I needed it for my brother's son, so my nephew. So I can't show you. And I knitted also 2 more in an adult size in black. One for my boyfriend's brother. I was going to say son, his brother. And another one for a friend. So 2 full size, adult size Pacman balaclava. So those I cannot show, I don't have them here. Alright. The next thing I've shown many times, and it is not quite finished yet, but I'm going to show it anyways because I have spent since last podcast till now, not all the time, but in that time I have worked on it and finished it. So that's the Collett jacket. But the buttons are missing. I'm going to Germany and I will probably get the buttons then. We'll see. But it's really nice. It has super nice shoulder detail. So the raglan starts on the shoulder and goes down to the front and the back. And something that was really annoying was that I had to sew on this button band. Sew on all the way down here, and I really hate sewing. I really hate it. So that's why it took me longer than I had expected. I really enjoy knitting these buttonholes, by the way. That's really fun. I was always thinking, fuck, that must be so hard, but it's really nice. Yeah, but the next cardigan that I will make is called TULC, Talc. And it means the ultimate lazy cardigan. So it's one where you knit everything in one. And you don't change needle size, and you don't, maybe you change needle size here, I guess. But you don't sew on things. Really annoying. Such an old thing to do nowadays in knitting things. You mostly don't do it anymore. That's also what I love about Petite Knit. I don't think she has anything where you sew things on, probably, but not much anymore. Yeah, so, but I really enjoy this. I really wear it a lot. I'm gonna insert a video maybe wearing it so you can see it better. And the yarn I used for this Setasuri big from Lana Grossa, color number 517, and it's alpaca, silk and merino wool, and I held it together with this drops Puna grey, both grey. They're really nice. So this is also just alpaca, so it's mainly an alpaca cardigan. So I really love that cardigan. It's really, I have really worn it a lot, and I'm gonna bring it to Germany too. Just easy to wear something over things and not always have to put your head through. So there's some laziness about that, I mean, but it's just easier to wear. Yeah, I have another present actually that I can't show you. Another thing that I did. Socks, just a pair of socks. I just saw it on my list. For my boyfriend's daughter, she got them also, I think around New Year, like a late Christmas extra present. Exactly, she got that. So I can't show you those, but I can show you a pair that I made. It's the same, the ones that I'm wearing now, the grey ones. I don't have a sock blocker. I must admit my life is a little bit too short. No, not too short. I just don't want to do it. So I blocked them, but I didn't put them on these stretchers. I know it looks pretty when people show it, but I mean it's just double rib. It's not much that I can show. Don't take it in a wrong way. I care about my craft and I put a lot of work in it, but sometimes I just want to wear them. I wear them a lot already. Not more, that's just a scrap yarn. It was some kind of, a lot of acrylic actually. I think 40 or 50% acrylic and wool. Merino maybe, I don't remember. Nothing fancy there. But let's get right into the next finished object. This is the Mr. Beanie by Spektakelstrik, a Danish knitter. She's becoming my next favorite knitter at the moment, knit designer. I use a lot of her. I have used a few, like 4 or 5 patterns I have from her, I think. 2 tops and a hat, and a cardigan or a sweater or something, and I'm gonna knit all of those. I knitted 2 of her hats, no, her tops already, the Nelly and the Inge top, but they were always too big, so I sold them, and now I'm show you later. I'm going to make it soon again. But this Mr. Beanie is really nice. I can't wear it because I have where I'm having this hair under, so it doesn't look as it normally does. I wore it a lot already. I blocked it and I wore it a lot. I love it a lot. So where is the... This is what's left of the 2 yarn balls. There's like a lot of it actually left. It's also because it's very short, so you don't need too much yarn. And then there's this Alpakka Wool is the name of it, from Sandnes Garn. The color number is 8062. And it's also 65% alpaca and 35% wool. I love that one. Yes. So, that's what's left too. I made another hat recently. And I made a whole video about it, so go and check that out. The whole process about about how I made it and how I failed, and yeah. That is the weekend hue by Petite Knit. So because half of my hair is up, it looks a little bit funny, but that is the weekend hue. And it's a lot of yarn, that's why it's folded twice. And I realized it at some point, so I had to add some brown before I was like, shit, I don't have enough. You will see that in the video, go check out the video, because I also added green because I realized again I still don't have enough. And I didn't read the pattern, and I didn't see that you actually need approximately 150 grams of yarn instead of 100 or less than 100. Normally you use less than 100 for a hat, as far as I know. But this one is folded twice, as I said, so. But I really love the color of this, and it's kind of funny with the green. Same green from my scarf, so fit together, I think. That's the Sophie scarf by Petite Knit and Weekend Hue. And I used for this, the green is some cashmere yarn, and the brown is from Sysleriget. And the name of the color is Chocolate Chip. And it's 100% merino. And it's fingering yarn, I guess. Yeah. 100 gram and 366 meters / 400 yards. With that hat. It was really fun to knit the hat somehow. But it was always also a long time. I didn't wanna open it up. I was thinking about opening it up and then adding the brown at the bottom fold. I just couldn't be bothered. And then, now that we are in the themes of hats, I made another hat. I made a balaclava for a baby. I'm going to a baby shower in Flensburg. That's also why I'm going home. A surprise baby shower. And it has some really nice increases here. I don't know if it's in focus. Increases here. And it has a German short row in the neck and a really nice kind of construction here. It's the Sunday Balaclava by Petite Knit. Surprise, surprise. And it was really fun and really... That's also in the other hat YouTube video. I'm showing a little bit of the process of this one. It's a size... Oh yeah. This one... The first hat is a size like... This one is only one size fits all. But this one is adult size small. And this one is size 2. So it's for 3 months till 6 month old baby, I think it was. And I used for the balaclava this Sunday yarn from Sandnes Garn. And it's also 100% wool. Doesn't say which one. This is what's left over from my Monday sweater that you can see in the post. in the first podcast episode, and this is what's left. I used excuse me. I had 2 balls, and one of them was a little bit less than one, and there's so much left, so you don't use another lot of yarn. I held this double because you need Sunday, double Sunday, and this is Sunday, so I guess it's double Sunday when it's hold double. Yeah, I hold it double. So the next thing is the last finished object for this time. It took me obviously a long time because it's very big. It's for a friend. He ordered it. We had talked about it for quite a while, and I always offered him like, I can make you one, because I don't even know how we came up with it, but people know that I knit, so that's probably why we're talking about it. And I think in the beginning of December, he said, can I have it? Can I order it now? So it took me 2 months, because now it's the end of January. And it is, you probably saw some of it already in one podcast, and it's the Anker sweater. And it's his own color choice. He chose the colors, he chose the design, he chose everything. And I knit it, and it's a nice little collaboration. So one arm has each a color, and it's the Anker shirt sweater, my boyfriend's size, that's what it's called. Yeah. We were originally going to split the color after the rib pattern, but I didn't realize how I was going to change color here to yellow and then change and then go back and change. So I would have to cut off the yarn a lot, I thought, and to start over and pick it up. So that was too complicated for me, so I just did it a bit easier for me to go here with the green, and he was okay with that. So really long arms. This is an extra large, but here is the extra large until here, and the rest is more large. I kind of combined the two so that it fits his measurements. But those all the finished objects I'm going to bring to Flensburg with me. Some that are presents and some that are just the socks and my hats that I need to stay warm. Yeah. Let's get right. Oh, the yarn that I used for the big sweater, the Anker sweater, was this double Sunday Petite Knit style. Oh, sorry, my nails are so horrible at the moment. Over here it's okay. So it's a double Sunday Petite Knit style. It's her own color ways, I guess. They did a collaboration. This is a color called Croissant, and the green is called Into the Forest, or Into the Woods. Into the forest. I think it's Into the Forest. Okay, on to the whips, the work in progress. First thing is another thing for someone else. I'm going to be so happy when I finish these 2 things. They're also fun for me to make things for others, but I'm also going to look forward to have a lot of things to knit for myself and spend all the knitting time that I have on only my own things. It's a mixture of both. You need to have both, right? So it looks small, but it's a medium. It's just on the needles. I didn't put it on some thread so I could show you. Could have done that. Such a different color, right? It's like a little cloud. So I'm bringing that to Flensburg too, so that I can work on it and maybe I can finish it and leave it there for my friend. It's the Sunday sweater by Petite Knit. I also have one of those in yellow. I knit myself a Sunday sweater. And I will show you the yarn. I'm holding together Snefnug from CaMaRose. It's a color 7359, light blue. held together with this silk mohair from Tilia. 70% kit mohair and 30 silk. That's these two colors. These two held together. Whoop. And create this beautiful cloudy fabric. She bought the yarn herself, of course, and she's paying me too. Like, also the guy for the sweater, he's also paying me. He paid all the material by himself, but he also is paying me. Yes. But as you know, it's not a thing you can live off. It's not a business. It's a plus, and I see it as people who are ordering things and buying things from me, they are financing my yarn. All the other yarn that I buy, they are financing that a little bit. So at the end, everyone's happy. Alright, I have one sock that I have been working on but it's a long time now, but I am going to knit on it now in the train, because it's easy to just have in my little bag. So it's just a sock, some self-strapping yarn from some German brand, I don't remember now. I'm going to bring that. It's I think it's actually just from a book. Sorry, so many here on it. From a book that my mom has, a sock book, a really old one. She gave me a copy of, and I think it's a 60. Is it a 62? I forgot because it's such a long time ago that I started it. But I think 62. Next time I will do it more tight, because it is a little bit too tight for me. Next time 58 stitch sock. The next thing you probably saw in my... And if you didn't, you should head back, go to my channel and watch my video about winter knitting and cold plunge, and where I drink a lot of cacao and I go cold swimming, winter swimming. And I didn't knit on it so much since then, but I am bringing it to Flensburg and I am going to knit on it. I think I did a few rows. It's just the Nordic summer top by Witre design that I modified with this color work, and the color work is just I love scrap yarn, plant-based yarn. This is cotton yarn, 100% cotton actually, and these in between are also just some mixes, but mostly cotton, some cotton wool, and this one is actually wool, the grey one, but I guess it's okay. It's really fun. So it's soon to be separated into the cups in the front. It'll be done very soon. And now to the last wib so far is the vest number 4. Is it number 4? Favorite Things Knitwear. It's also, now I thought I had learned from my jacket and I was going to do things only that are all in one piece, but I didn't think about it before I started this vest. But you're also gonna knit on the band, of course, the button band. But as long as I'm going to knit it on and not sew it on, then it's alright. And also the armholes are going to be knitted, some ribbing on. And I'm going to do it a little bit shorter than the one in the pattern, so it's a bit cropped. And oh yeah, I got some. Let me show you. I got these buttons. I have 5 of those. Yeah. Really excited about this one. So it's going to be a little cropped vest that I can wear over dresses like this one, or over t-shirts or shirts. And I'm using some scrap kit silk mohair from Drops, and also from Drops Flora commercial yarn that I don't want to say too much about, but I had it from some other old project that I wanted to do a long time ago, and I still had it. I was going to do a wrap-around sweater, but I didn't do it. I'm such a lazy knitter, you have to know. In a way I am. I go with easier patterns sometimes, mostly. When they're a little bit too many pages for me, I'm like overwhelmed and take it away. I'd rather do simple and have fun with it. But I also want to learn new things and I want to try out new things, so it's not that I only do easy things. I challenge myself sometimes and try to learn new skills and new things, that, what do you call it, and new techniques. I love to do that too. So, but sometimes I'm just so lazy and I do this thing. But this has nice things too. It's not that. Yeah. I will shut up now. Let's go on to the next. Because I don't have any whips anymore. I have some acquisitions, new yarn that I bought. I got a comment on YouTube, I want to see your yarn. And I think that person means my whole yarn stash. But I'm just gonna start with the new yarn that I bought. I bought this Vidal alpaca, baby alpaca, and it's organic from a brand called Witre Garn, a Danish one. It's super soft, and I bought 10 of these on sale. I was so excited to finally find yarn on sale, and it was even organic yarn, so wow. Organic and natural dyed. I mean, I was very happy. It even says soft line, so it's probably their special soft yarn, line of yarn. I don't know yet. Maybe it will be the tall cardigan. I think it will, or a jumper, but a thin jumper or something, thin sweater. But I think I'm going to make a cardigan. I hope it fits. It will be the same weight of yarn. We'll see. But I bought 10 of those. And then I bought this. Ooh. Eco-friendly also. It was in the same shop here in my city. So this is, yeah, it has this eco-friendly, and it's also from Witre Garn. It's a blend, bamboo blend of bamboo 70% and cotton 30%. And I bought 3 of them, and I'm thinking of making the Yoko top with it. It looks so pretty. But soon I will start with summer knits, I think. Still winter out there, but I'm ready to prepare to have a lot of summer knits. This year I'm gonna be ahead of it and not behind. Normally I'm always a bit behind when everybody else is ready with their spring knits. I'm like still working on winter things, and so I'm trying to be a little bit ahead. Also just because it's fun for me. So yeah, I keep all of my projects in this bag, the ones that I'm working on, and I'm bringing almost all of the ones I'm working on to Flensburg. I think all of them. Because you never know, I'm being there 10 days, so you never know how much yarn you use and yeah, what you feel like knitting. Ah yeah, the last yarn I bought in the same shop, I forgot the name, but I'll probably put it in the link in the description down below. This was an extra fine merino cotton, 50% merino superwash and 50% cotton. Yeah, this brown. Bought 3, and they are going to become the Nelly top by Spektakelstrik. I want to make that, as I said, that's the one I already had, but it was too big for me. I have another order. This is alpaca wool I'm going to use. The same that I used for my Mr. Beanie. I'm going to make another Mr. Beanie for a friend. I'll bring that too. Boop. Last but not least of my acquisitions is a yarn winder. Ooh. This and this. Very happy about this. very happy about it. A shop in Denmark called Netto had them, and my mom saw it in the newspaper and she texted me, and me and my dad, we drove out there. And we walked to the one close by and we got this one, but they only had this one, they didn't have the other thing. And then later on we drove to the other Netto in the same city and they had this one. Very happy about it. I'm using it in my video about the hat that I have posted now. I must have posted my last video. So those are my latest and most proud acquisition that I'm very happy of, that I bought this. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and be sure to check out the other ones in case you liked it. I hope you're going to have a really great week or weekend or day or evening, depends on where you are in this world. I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope you'll check out the other videos that I made. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!